right, welcome to Silver Edition. I'm Leela, and today we are here with Tiffany Helgerson, who is the Youth Service Coordinator at the Monona Library?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Tiffany, can you talk a little bit about yourself and maybe some personal background that you can share with the Silver Edition viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been at Monona Public Library for about, 4 years now. I started as a library assistant and then became the teen librarian, and now I'm youth services coordinator there. I'm super into gaming and everything, and we do a lot of gaming programs at the library, of course, because of that. So back in the day, I used to play Team Fortress 2 on some competitive video game teams, so it was pretty fun. I don't know if you could guess, but I like reading too.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe an educated guess could have brought me there.
Yeah. So I really love reading YA literature, kids books, picture books even. Yeah. And so yeah, I've been at the library for 4 years. I have a little girl, 3 years old, and my partner as well. So.
Okay, awesome. Are there any novels that you're really into right now?
Oh my goodness. So Heartstopper, have you heard of Heartstopper?
I have.
Oh, it's so good. So Heartstopper is a graphic novel for teens, and they just came out with a show on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it, but yes, such a good series. So I'm absolutely obsessed with Heartstoppers right now.
So good, I agree.
It's so good.
Okay, so when did you decide that you wanted to work at a library?
So it was really kind of funny how I decided to. So in undergrad, I was a psych major, and I wasn't sure what I really wanted to do. So that was just kind of okay, I'll be a psych major and see where I go from there. And it wasn't actually until my senior year of college that while I was working a library job, I had this moment where I was reshelving some books and oh, I think I want to do this. So then I ended up going to grad school to become a librarian, and here I am.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I don't know, just thinking about the fact that you can just be in college and not quite sure what you want to do, and you just get inspiration from the little things.
Oh my goodness, and it's so common too. I think there's for young people, there's so much pressure to know exactly what you want to do, when you're graduating from high school and everything. And I had some ideas when I graduated, but it's so normal. That's totally normal. So yeah.
Of course. Okay, so as we know, libraries have made some big changes over the years. From being inside a library, you needed to be absolutely silent, to now where there are computers, kid zones, and even DVDs and CD areas that you can check out. Can you talk about your personal experiences on how you've seen these changes unfold?
Oh my goodness, yes. So I have 2 thoughts to share on this. So one being, libraries aren't just about books anymore. And I think a lot of people have this perception that, you go to the library to get a book, maybe even a DVD. Now, but we actually have taken different directions at the library. So we have, for example, we just added a library of things concept, and we have board games that you can actually check out. So if you're into Outfoxed or Ticket to Ride, and in the kids section too, for example, not only do we just have the books and everything like that, but we also have kits for early literacy for younger kids to work with their families on learning counting and math skills. And then even we have audiobooks that are in book form, and you push a button on the book and it reads to the kids. So it's really great for learning to read and everything. So there's so many different things that libraries are doing to kind of change with technology and change with the times and everything. So, but the other thing that I wanted to talk about in reference to silence in the libraries, being super quiet. One, I'm super loud, but 2, libraries are changing dramatically, especially within the last few years in regards to social justice and human rights and different things like that. And for so long, libraries have been a space of neutrality, and so libraries didn't really take much of a stance on certain topics or issues, given that our whole purpose is to make sure that we have materials for everyone. But now, libraries are kind of reckoning with that, we want to speak out on those issues, practicing anti-racism and looking at how we can more equitably serve at the library as well. So libraries have been silent in that regard for quite a while, and now it's kind of an exciting time in the profession where we're evolving. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So since Dean County has lifted the mask mandate, does the Monona Public Library still have one?
We don't. So we do, strongly recommend that you wear masks when you come into the library, primarily because we still have a lot of young kids coming to the library who aren't vaccinated yet. So one of the, you can come into the library, you don't need to be wearing a mask, but at some of our programs, especially those with younger children who haven't been vaccinated yet, we are asking that people wear masks and everything, or strongly recommending them. But once they lifted the mandate, that's when we adjusted our policy at the library.
All right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I noticed that your title is Youth Service Coordinator. So what exactly do you do?
Great question. So what I do with my job is not only am I serving as a youth services librarian, I work primarily with the age groups that are elementary, tween, which is 9 to 13, and then teen. But then also, my role is to manage the department. So we have our amazing early literacy librarian, Angelica, who works in our department. She does a lot of the story times and everything. And then we have Rob, who's our awesome library assistant too. And he's actually been at the library for, I think, close to 20 years, if I remember correctly. So so it's been so exciting just navigating being kind of new at the library as a youth services coordinator and finding new ways not only just to get people to the library and engage with my age groups, but also just getting outside of the library and trying to engage kids and teens and just show what we have to offer at the library.
Oh, wow. Awesome. So upon researching for this interview, I realized that Monona Public Library has a ton of programs and some events. Can you share some insight on some of these events and programs?
Yeah. So I'll share some of my favorite programs. So like I said, I do elementary, tween, and teen for the age groups. One of my absolute favorite programs that I run is Graphic Novel Book Club. So it's for 8 to 12 for an age range. And I'm so passionate about graphic novels really enhancing early literacy skills and for beginning readers. A lot of people think, oh, it's comics, or it's kind of junk or whatever, but it's really not. There's so much research behind that shows, kids gain so many more advanced skills from reading graphic novels. So anyway, so that's one of my favorites. I also run maker spaces. We just built birdhouses for the last one, for our last teen maker space. So I do maker space for kids and teens. And we do a lot of gaming hangouts too. But then we do the classic stuff like story times. We have a lot of great adult programs that teens are actually welcome to come to as well. But something that we're super, super excited about is our Community Read initiative that's coming up. So Community Read on anti-racism, where we've selected 3 different books at the library, and we'll be handing out free copies to the community, taking kind of a multi-generational approach on the topic. So we're gonna have a lot of really awesome guest speakers, and one of the programs I'm super excited about is not only just the book discussion for teens for the book, This Book is Anti-Racist by Tiffany Jewell. We're also gonna be doing a community zine project. So it's a way that teens and young adults can essentially, after reading the book, get their voice out into the community about the importance of this work moving forward with the city of Monona. So, it could be someone might want to submit a page that has writing on it, might want to do some art. So there's a lot of different things. So a zine is kind of like a self-published magazine that comes from the punk revolution back in the 70s and 80s. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know when I was in middle school, I attended some of the programs that you guys had. I did a couple of the escape rooms that you guys did.
Oh my goodness.
I went to some of the maker spaces, and I think that just stuff like that is so awesome. Especially just you guys give so many places to so many people. I also was in Playtime Productions, which used to...
You were the downstairs crew.
And then you guys give a space to Paper Moon, and I think that it's awesome that you guys just have so many spaces for just so many different groups of people to just come together, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it's so exciting, and it makes the library so lively. To just hear the kids after school, have programs after school. So that's so great that you were at the library as well back in the day. So along the same lines,
can you highlight the Teen Volunteer Program and application process?
Yes, so the Teen Volunteer Program has been in place for a long time, and we kind of have changed it up a little bit this year because COVID has kind of had some unfortunate implications.
It's a little bit wacky.
Yeah, a little bit wacky. But anyway, so it's an opportunity for teens ages 13 and older to come and essentially promote literacy at the library by supporting the summer reading program. So it's, you know, a lot of like customer service, getting families signed up for the summer reading program, handing out prizes, which is like the best part, to see the smiles of like anywhere from like 2 to 50
Being so
as far as
happy about
age.
it.
Yeah, exactly, because it's really fun and it just feels good to do all of that reading. And then also it's an opportunity to help with our programs. So running some of the children and youth programs, and then also getting involved with the community read that's happening throughout the summer. And new this year, we have like a leadership intern opportunity. So that person will help kind of coordinate all the schedules, make sure that all of our programs have a scheduled person, and help coordinate some of the work. So that's a really great opportunity for a resume and getting ready to apply for college or first job or something like that. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Again, I love all the opportunities that you guys just give people. I think that's amazing.
It's so much fun.
So as we begin to wrap up our show today, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Just come to the library. The director is going to kill me for saying this, but I always joke with my tweens and teens, Monona Public Library, we're actually kind of cool. So come and like hang out. Summer is such a nice space for that. We usually have so many different programs going on, and it's just nice to come and hang out. And feel free to come and find me because I usually have some candy. So to give
every
away.
kid's dream.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in today and talking to us.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun. So thank you.
Thank you.